guys, welcome back. So today I am just going to be doing a video on my favorite pumping accessories. So I actually just finished breastfeeding probably like a couple weeks ago now, and before I retire all of my pumping stuff to the garage, I just wanted to show you guys some of my favorite pumping essentials and just things that helped me when I went back to work a couple days a week. So I worked from home full time. Other than 2 days a week, I did go into the office when I was pumping a lot. So these are things that just made it so much easier and will hopefully make your pumping experience way easier. I did breastfeed most of the time, but my pump was with me 90% of the time if I needed it. It was just really nice to be able to pump, and there were some days where I just pumped all day because I didn't want to breastfeed. So I do have experience with pumping lots, and these are things that will definitely help. So if you're new here, welcome. My name is Layla and I do videos on mommy, lifestyle, hacks, all that good stuff. So I'll get right into it. So the first thing I am going to be talking about is the Sarah Wells pumping bag, and I know that she has a few different ones, but this is the one that I got and it looks ginormous next to me. It is ginormous, but this thing is awesome. It has so many different pockets and it fits my specific pump really well, which I'll talk about as well. And it has a pump pocket, it has ice pack, you know, breast milk pocket, it has a bunch of pockets and things on the inside. It has a strap that you can carry it like this. It has arm straps. It's the best pumping bag I could find for my needs, and it fits a bunch of stuff on the inside too, which is really great. So if you're interested, I can do a full review on the pumping bag, but I just wanted to really quickly mention it in this video because it's amazing. And then obviously you can't pump without a pump, so I have the Spectra S2, and you're gonna want to, I feel like there's no right or wrong pump for anybody, but you're gonna need to figure out what is gonna work for you in your situation. So this pump worked really well because I didn't ever need to not be plugged in. There are pumps where you can battery operate them, you can pump from any location wherever you are, but I didn't really need that for me. I was always just sitting in a chair or, you know, at home. I wasn't like doing the dishes while I was pumping or anything like that. So this worked really well for my situation. And also I just bought a car adapter that I could pump in the car, and I did pump in the car. It was amazing. People probably thought I was crazy and probably got some weird looks as people were driving by me, but it does work. And if you set everything up before you go, like I would just do it on my way to work, and that way I didn't have to like waste any time at work, and it actually worked really well because my commute was about 15 minutes. So I just set everything up before I started driving, got on my merry way, and pumped while I was driving. So this worked really well for me, and I just really liked the Spectra. One reason people said they didn't like the Spectra is because the replacement parts are really expensive. I will say that. However, that kind of leads me to my next favorite product, which is the off-brand Maymom pump parts. These are just as good, if not better, I would actually say, than the Spectra pump parts. So this set was $20 and you get everything in there. You do need an adapter to use the Maymom parts with your Spectra, and it just goes right here. It's super easy to set up, and these are just awesome. The Spectra pump, just this part, is like $40 I believe, but I bought an entire set, which was, like I said, $20, so it was not bad at all. And just leading off of this, make sure that you have the right size flange. So I was actually using a flange that was like 2 sizes too big, and I never really had an issue pumping, but once I sized correctly, I got so much more milk. So if you're having problems with your milk production and you're just not getting the right amount out that you think you should be, just try getting a smaller or bigger flange size, because not everybody's nipples are the same. So that's just kind of my spiel on basics of like pump parts, but that will hopefully help you. And another tip is you may need different flange sizes at different times of the day or different times of your breastfeeding journey. At the beginning, I needed a bigger flange size because my boobs were just bigger and they were producing a lot more milk at the beginning than they were when they were regulated at the end. So that's another tip, is you just may need more sizes than one. But then leading off of these, I love these Medela pump bottles, and also the Kind bags. The Kind bags, you don't have to wash anything. You can just put, you know, pump everything into one thing, and these are freezable, which are really nice, and they unfreeze really easily. The thing with these is you do need to essentially open them up before you start pumping if you use the ounce labels on here religiously. So if you don't care and it doesn't matter to you, then you know you don't need to do that, but you do actually need to like open it up, loosen it up, so that when the milk goes in, that it's actually counting the ounces correctly. Because that's one thing that I did realize through reviews, is the ounces were way off and people thought they were feeding their baby the right amount and they weren't. So that's just a tip with these. Here is the rest of the pump part that comes with the pump set. So this is the little adapter here that comes with it, and you just stick that into the flange and call it good. So it's really easy to set up. It seems like I'm talking about a lot of different pump parts, but everything comes together in a set. So that is awesome. And another thing is this Sarah Wells bag. It is sold separately from the big pump bag. However, I love it because it's, I mean, you can use a wet bag. There's no right or wrong thing to do, but I just love how large this is. It fit 4 flanges, the, you know, parts that go with it. There's this really nice thing that you can snap off and put your pump parts on, so you're not like, if you're pumping at work or something, you're not putting your things on like a dirty counter or whatever while you're setting up. So I just really liked that portion of it. So this is just another thing that I really liked. So I have 2 pumping bras, and the first one is, I like both of them, but this one is just awesome because it freaking clips onto the bra that you're wearing. So if you're wearing a nursing bra, you literally can just pop the bra down that you're wearing, pop this one on, and then you just strap it on in the back, and you don't have to take anything off. So I just really, it was so much, for some reason, it was so much faster than putting on like the strapless one that you have to like zip up in the front and whatever. This was just great for work specifically. I just used it a lot more than the strapless one. The strapless one was nice, like if I was in a robe or something or whatever, and I just wanted to like strap that on. But I would highly recommend getting a pumping bra if that's something that you think you're gonna, if you're gonna pump more than twice, get a pumping bra essentially. I didn't have one at the beginning, and my husband ended up doing the Amazon Prime Now and getting me one in a couple of hours because first of all, we had a newborn and we just didn't want to leave. Second of all, I just needed one really badly because I needed to pump in the beginning, and because I was just producing way too much milk. And so yeah, that's something I would recommend, is getting pumping bras. And I'll have everything linked in the description box below that I'm talking about as well. These are probably all from Amazon because I am an Amazon freak. And then here is the second pumping bra that I had, and this is actually really nice because it fits, it says from a size extra small to an extra large. So I honestly don't know if that's true because I feel like my boob size is pretty average, if not on the small side. So I don't know if this will fit somebody with a larger chest, but you know, it probably has the sizing and everything on the website. But this is a really nice one because you can adjust the back with Velcro, and The Velcro is really good on this. I have washed it with the Velcro and it never has gone anywhere. So you can adjust it to exactly the size you need, which is really nice. One other thing that I really liked is the little adapters for the Kind bag. So if you want to pump directly into your Kind breast pump bags, you can. You just need to buy the little adapters to go with it, and you'll just need to figure out which ones will go onto the Kind bag for you. So these are the Lancino, these are the ones that are for like the Lancino pumps, but it works with what I was using. So I will say that. And I thought I had them in here, but I guess I haven't used them in quite a while. But the Munchkin steam bags are life in general. Even if you're not going to be pumping a lot, get the steam bags. They're so easy and they're so cheap, and you don't need this fancy steaming bottle cleaner like I thought I would. And thank God that was like the one thing I didn't buy, and I'm so glad that I didn't, because these steam bags are legit. I think you get 5 in a pack and they're like $7, and you can use the bags up to, I want to say like 20 times. I didn't go through my pack of 7 of them that I had, and I use them all the time to clean binkies and bottles and pump parts and all that good stuff. Anything that I could steam and put in there, I did. So I don't have them, but I will link them down below so you guys can take a look at them. They're awesome. I didn't try any other brands because I just really liked these ones, so I'm sure other steam bags will work, but I just like the steam bags and they're so cheap. And the last thing I'm going to mention is these little thin tiny ice packs. They are so nice and they worked really well. I just like that they weren't these big bulky weird things, and they fit perfectly in my pump bag. So these are also from Amazon and they were really inexpensive. They came in a pack of 4. My husband actually uses them in his lunch too. But yeah, they're super just nice quality, and they didn't take up a lot of room, which I liked, because when you're pumping and you have like 4 to 7 bags maybe that you're toting around with you, you need that extra space. So these are really nice, these little thin ones. So that is it for all of my pumping essentials that I use. Like I said, I wasn't a full-time pumper. I probably pumped 5 to 7 times a week, so once a day, maybe twice a day in the very beginning. And then as time went on, Jack just nursed for less time, so he was probably done in like 5 to 10 minutes, but setting up my pump and doing everything, probably the full process took like 30 minutes with like washing the parts and everything. So by the end, I was just breastfeeding a lot of the times, and I had stored some milk up. So after he was like 11.5 months, I didn't really breastfeed anymore during the day. I just did it like morning and night. And so it actually made it a lot easier for me to stop breastfeeding, because I could kind of wean myself off with my pump. So I would only pump if I needed to, and it was really great. So those are all the things that I loved. Also, if you guys want me to do a separate video on the things I did to increase my supply or keep it steady, I'm happy to do that. Do leave me a comment below if that's something you're interested in. And I'll also be doing a breastfeeding essentials video as well, because they are different. My things are different for breastfeeding than I used for pumping. Some of them are the same, but a lot of them are actually different. So I will be doing a video on that as well sometime in the near future. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. And if you're new, do hit the subscribe button. We'd love to have you as a subscriber, and we'll see you next time. Bye guys.